Welcome to the WWE Survivor Series Wargames 2023 recap show, hosted by WWE Fan Alex Cardinale. This year's Survivor Series was an incredible event that featured 2 Wargame matches and 3 returns, with 2 of the returns being 2 big superstars. The Apex Predator Randy Orton returned and helped Team Cody Rhodes defeat the Judgment Day in Wargames. Then at the end of the show, the unthinkable happened. CM Punk returned to the WWE for the first time in 9 years. Join WWE fan Alex Cardinale right now as he reviews and recaps WWE Survivor Series 2023, offers his thoughts on CM Punk's return, and more. Let the Survivor Series Wargames review and recap begin.
Hello, WWE wrestling fans. Welcome to the Survivor Series Wargames recap show. I'm your host, the one and the only WWE fan Alex Cardinale. Last night, WWE aired its final premium live event of 2023. And it was Survivor Series Wargames. Last night's Survivor Series Wargames was a great show. It delivered quality action and a lot of surprises. There were 2 major returns last night at Survivor Series Wargames. First, the Apex Predator Randy Orton returned at Survivor Series Wargames, and then the unthinkable happened. The voice of the voiceless, CM Punk, returned to the WWE for the first time in over 9 years. Yes, you heard me right. CM Punk is back in the WWE. So today, I am going to review and recap Survivor Series Wargames. I'm going to go over the results. I'm going to rate each match. I'm going to give my thoughts on WWE Survivor Series Wargames. I'll discuss the best and worst matches. And finally, I'll share my thoughts on the return of CM Punk. So, WWE fans, my question for you is this. What are your thoughts on WWE Survivor Series Wargames? Post your thoughts on WWE Survivor Series 2023 in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and get this recap started. And let's go over the WWE Survivor Series Wargames results. So, the opening match was the Women's Wargames match, and that was Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch taking on Damage Control. The second match was for the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus The Miz. The third match was Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. The fourth match was Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship against Zoe Stark. And the main event was the Men's Wargames match. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton against the Judgment Day. So let's go over the results. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch defeated Control. Yes, that's right. The team of Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch were victorious as they defeated the team of Damage Control. Damage Control consists of Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. Gunther defeated The Miz. So Gunther continues his record-breaking reign as the Intercontinental Champion by beating The Miz. Santos Escobar defeated Dragon Lee. Rhea Ripley defeated Zoe Stark. And in the main event, which was the men's War Games match, Cody Rhodes, Seth friggin' Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton were victorious. So Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton defeated the Judgment Day, which consists of Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, J.D. McDonough, and Drew McIntyre. So those are your results from Survivor Series last night. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky defeat Damage Control. Gunther defeats The Miz. Santos Escobar defeats Dragon Lee. Rhea Ripley defeats Zoe Stark. And Cody Rhodes, Seth friggin' Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton defeated the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. And at the end of the night, CM Punk's music hit, and for the first time in over 9 years, CM Punk made his return to the WWE. And a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to share my thoughts on CM Punk returning to the WWE. Now, CM Punk, he's a guy, like Triple H said, that draws people to talk about him. Whether it's good or bad, people talk about him. He generates views. So I think Triple H recognized that and brought him back. Hopefully CM Punk can stay on the good side and behave. We shall see. All right. So that is the Survivor Series 2023 results. Now I'm going to go ahead and rate each match as a WWE fan. So here are my Survivor Series match ratings. We'll start with the opening match. The women's war game. Oh, before we rate each match has a rating scale of 10 stars. 0 to 10 stars is the rating for each match. So now that we know, you can either get a 0 star, that's a really terrible match, or a 10 star, and that's a really good match. Now that we know that, let's get to the Survivor Series Women's War Games match. So the Women's War Games match was a great match. I'm going to give that 10 stars. The Intercontinental Championship match between The Miz and Gunther was a good match. I will give that 9 stars out of 10. Dragon Lee and Santos I didn't enjoy. It did have some good action, so I will give it 5 stars. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Starks for the Women's World Championship wasn't really as good as I wanted it to be, so I will give that match 5 stars as well. And the men's War Game match is going to get 10 stars. I really enjoyed the men's War Games match as well, so they get 10 stars as well. So the women's War Game match gets 10 stars. The IC title match gets 9 stars. Dragon Lee Santos gets 5. Rhea and Starks gets 5. And the men's War Game match gets 10 stars. All right. So right now, I'm going to share my thoughts on WWE Survivor Series War Games. I thought that the women's War Game match was the perfect start to the show. There was a lot of great action to start the show. Io Sky's trash can spot was phenomenal. That is something that I never seen before, and I really enjoyed that. Charlotte Flair's moonsault was awesome as well. Charlotte Flair moonsaulting off the top of the cage was really cool. I really liked that. It was also cool to see Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair on the same page again. And I think the right team won this War Games match because Damage Control was dominating the women's division for so long. It would be unfair to Team Bianca if Damage Control won again. So I firmly believe that Team Bianca was the right team to win the women's War Game match. My next thought is that Gunther and The Miz had a really good Intercontinental Championship match. Now, is it a classic? I don't know, but it was a really good championship match. I enjoyed it. It had the right amount of suspense. For a second, when The Miz hit that low blow, I thought The Miz really had a chance of winning the Intercontinental Championship. That's what I really liked about that match. But Gunther's reign as Intercontinental Champion will continue. I didn't really care for Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee, but it was good for both men to have a singles match on the last Premium Live event of 2023. Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark could have had a better match. Their match wasn't as good as I hoped or as I expected. I was kind of disappointed with their match. Rhea Ripley's a good in-ring worker, so I was really shocked that she put out an awful match, in my opinion. That's why I really didn't enjoy it. But maybe if a better opponent for Rhea Ripley, she'll have a better match. The men's War Game match was good. I really liked the men's War Game match. Here's what I really liked about the men's War Game match. I liked the suspense that they did. I liked that they went in there with the angle of Randy Orton not showing up because it got fans thinking about who is going to be the fifth member. Are they going to replace it with LA Knight or are they going to replace it with a returning CM Punk? I love the suspense angle that the WWE did with the men's War Games match and Randy Orton. I also love that they threatened a Money in the Bank cash-in for Damian Priest. It was pretty cool to see Rhea Ripley running out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I thought that maybe we'll get a Damian Priest cash-in and a new world champion. That was pretty interesting too, and I thought that was pretty cool. The RKO to JD McDonough was awesome. That was a highlight of that match, in my opinion. I think the RKO to JD McDonough really sold that match. And then, of course, at the end of the pay-per-view, at the end of the Premium Live event, we heard Cult of Personality, and out comes CM Punk. CM Punk makes his return to the WWE for the first time in over 9 years. And in a few moments, I'm going to share my thoughts on CM Punk returning to the WWE. All right. What matches do I think were the best matches of Survivor Series War Games? Well, that is really easy for me to pick. The best matches of Survivor Series 2023 were the War Game matches. The women's War Game match was awesome to start the show. It started the show with a lot of excitement, a lot of action, and a lot of high spots, especially the Io Sky trash can spot and the Charlotte Flair moonsault. That was fucking awesome. I really enjoyed that. So I really think that the women's War Game match was a lot better than last year's. And also, the other best match of the night was the men's War Games match. Again, you got the surprise element of a Randy Orton return and the suspense there. That was really beautifully done. I really enjoyed that. So the men's and women's War Game match were the best matches of the night. So what were the worst matches of the night? Well, for me, the worst matches of the night were Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee and Rhea Ripley and Zoe Starks. Those were the worst matches. Now, originally, Carlito was supposed to have his first premium live event match in over 13 years, but for some reason, it got postponed. All right, it's time for my overall grade for Survivor Series War Games. What grade will I give Survivor Series? Well, I'm going to give Survivor Series an A-. It delivered on every aspect. I really loved Survivor Series War Games. Triple H did a great job with the final premium live event of 2023. Now we are officially on the road to WrestleMania in Philadelphia next year. Can't wait for that. So Survivor Series War Games, great way to end the year. CM Punk returns, Randy Orton returns, R-Truth returns. Just an overall great event. So I'll give it an A-. On CM Punk returning to the WWE. Well, you know, CM Punk said a lot of bad things about the WWE years ago, but there's an old saying, forgive and forget. So I think WWE forgave CM Punk, and they're going to forget about the past. And if that's true, that's great. I'm glad to see CM Punk back in the WWE. I think that's where CM Punk belongs. He belongs with professionals inside a WWE ring. Now, I'm no CM Punk fan. I've never been a CM Punk fan, but I think he's a good superstar. And with professionals, I think he can have a great rest of his career. And I think he's going to finish his career with the WWE. I was actually surprised. I was very surprised that WWE actually had CM Punk return. I never saw it coming. I never saw WWE actually allowing CM Punk to return. That was a big, big shocker. But I think CM Punk returning to WWE can be a good thing as long as he behaves. Because just think of the matches that he could have. He could have a feud with Seth Rollins. He could have a feud with Cody Rhodes. He could have a feud with Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura. So CM Punk's got a lot of great talent that he can work with. So he chose the right company to return to, and I'm happy to have CM Punk back in the WWE. Hopefully CM Punk can behave and not have any of this unnecessary drama that he had in AEW. But like I said, he's working with professionals, so he should be okay. And I think he'll actually be able to main event WrestleMania one day. All right. And that is the Survivor Series War Games recap show. I hope you enjoyed hearing me, WWE fan Alex Cardinale, share my thoughts and my opinions on Survivor Series War Games. Unfortunately, there are no more premium live events of 2023. Like I said earlier, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. And the next premium live event kicks off 2024. It's one of my favorite events of the year. It is the WWE Royal Rumble taking place in Tampa. And that kicks off the year 2024 and the road to WrestleMania. So get ready for the Royal Rumble pre- and post-show coming up in a couple of months to start 2024. And I do have a couple of special episodes of In the Ring with WWE fan Alex Cardinale coming your way. I am going to do a WWE 2023 recap show. And like I did in 2022 and this year, I am going to do a Royal Rumble men and women entry prediction show. So I'm going to predict which men and which women enter the Royal Rumble match and at what number. That's going to be a really fun episode coming up as Well, don't miss Monday Night Raw, live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the USA Network. CM Punk and Randy Orton will be live on Raw tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the USA Network. I'm WWE Fan Alex Cardinale, and you've been watching the Survivor Series Wargames recap show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. Good night, everybody.
Saturday Live returns on Saturday, December 2, 2023, at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific with another action-packed Christmas-themed Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Sergeant Slaughter will have facts on Christmas and Applebee's. Chef Alex Cardinale will give out a Cardinale family Christmas cookie recipe. Get his delicious Italian cookie recipe. The Oasis Aquatics featured fish will be the red-spotted gold Severum cichlid. Aqua Alex's featured fish will be the red rainbow fish. Plus, hear a Christmas song, learn my favorite Christmas movies, and get Christmas shopping tips. All that and more, including funny videos, Karen's and Tampa Bay Buccaneers Week 12 recap and Week 13 preview. Live Saturday, December 2, 2023 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
On Friday, December 29, 2023, something epic is going to happen. Something Alex Cardinale has never done before will go down. Check this out for size. Alex Cardinale will be hosting a 12-hour live stream for the 2023 finale. It will be one of the last live streams of the year. It will start at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and conclude at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Everyone is welcome to be part of the show. You can simply just tune in and watch, or you can join the show and chat with me on air. A link to the studio will be provided in the chat on the day of the show, and you can join the show. Show off your aquariums, ask me questions, etc. There will be appearances from Aqua Alex Cardinale and Chef Alex Cardinale. I will replay some of the best moments of 2023 during the 12-hour live stream. There will be plenty of topics and special guests. Jeremy Stelhern, Catherine Jones, Garcia Aquatics, and many more will be on the show. Don't miss the 12-hour live stream 2023 finale, live Friday, December 29, 2023, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, right here on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Now over the that, that's all, folks.